was it not noticed?
Well, it was starting to be noticed by the about a century into it. But even John Stuart Mill, who was a very clever man and a very wise man, didn't notice it. The last edition of his book on economics, he wrote lots of other books, was 1871, and he still didn't quite get that there was a revolution of production going on. His contemporary and fellow liberal, the historian Macaulay, Thomas Babington Macaulay, was much more perceptive about this. Though he's just a historian, he understood that this was revolutionary. But it kept happening. Look, it's about 2% a year of increasing real income in the world. Well, not the world, in places like the United States or Britain, Japan, and so forth. Since 1800, 2% a year doesn't sound like much, but it means that income doubles about every third of a century. So in a full century, that's a factor of 8. And a factor of 8, and then in 2 centuries, a factor of 16 and more. That's a revolution. I mean, we keep using the word revolution. It doesn't quite adequately express it. It's a tsunami of enrichment. I call it the Great Enrichment. So it was hard for people to get out of their Malthusian mindset that, well, having more people is bad for you. We have the same problem when we talk about immigration in the United States. Oh, no, too many people, that's bad for people. No, it's not. One more person to trade with in the modern world is a betterment for everyone else. And that was true, came to be true in the 19th and 20th century as the humans got more and more human capital, got more educated, and as we moved in this liberal direction, not government-sponsored, but allowing people to have a go, more and more people. First poor men, then slaves, then women, then colonial people, then gays, et cetera, et cetera.